All right, guys, so we're gonna get into, and you guys already know these planks, okay? The one thing I can't stand about planks, they're so good for strengthening the spine and the core the way they should be trained, but they're also just very static movements. We wanna bring movement into it. So I'm gonna show you what I want you to start with, or what I would call a modified version of it. And if that's where you're at, that's where you're at. But then you can see the progression, what I want you to do, and that's gonna be bringing movement into it. So if we all look at planks, guys, this is a front plank, right? Front plank is just way, way overdone. So those muscles that the front plank actually hit are very overactive muscles to begin with, and we wanna hit the back side of the muscles. So the reverse plank that I'm gonna show you now is way, way better. And so because we're doing back, guys, we're gonna finish up with doing and tie this in with your pull exercises. So in between, let's say your lat pulls, these are going to be in there in between for you to do superset, which means I do my lat pull, I do a core, I do my lat pull. So again, that you're not standing around, but we're getting that sufficient recovery time that we need. So I'm going to do this, guys, and show you again the easy version. Now, one thing that happens in this position is that people's hamstrings start cramping up. And if your hamstrings are cramping up, that means that they're very hyperactive, they're very overactive, they're tight, and they're probably cutting your butt off. So this is a butt movement, right? So we want to squeeze. If I put a $100 bill between your butt cheeks, I always say with my clients, don't let nobody get that 100, right? So squeeze super tight. If you're starting to get the cramping, you might have to step off and stretch those hamstrings for a little bit and then come back. So if you notice that for you, every time you sit in this position, your hamstrings start cramping up, stretch prior to, right? So here it is, guys. Our shoulders are out here and I'm here. It looks a lot like a glute bridge, which is what it is, right? So glute bridge, and I'm just holding this. I want you guys to build this up to about a minute. So I want you to do about 3 to 4 of these in a minute, all the way out. So the next progression, right? So here, start here. So my hamstrings aren't cramping up, right? Then ultimately you want to get to where you're here. So from the side, guys, it'll look like this. Yep. So I'm just pushing my hips up. My weight is not on my neck. It's on my shoulder blades and my heels. Okay? Squeeze your glutes. Again, your hamstrings are gonna probably want to cramp up on you. This is a butt exercise more than anything. Yes, the hamstrings are working, but we want more of the butt. All right, the next progression here, guys. Okay, so if I can do 4 sets to 1 minute here with all the way out, I'm gonna bring it one leg. Okay, now this is gonna take it to another level. Okay, now once I get 4 sets to 1 minute, I'm now going to do movement. Here's where it takes it to a whole other ball game, guys, right? So I'm here and I'm gonna tap, come up, tap, come up. Again, just to sit in a plank, guys, is worthless after a while. We wanna bring movement into it and make it more and increase that intensity level with it. Okay, so planks, guys, I don't move just like this, right? The body's out here, so I'm gonna explain this right now, right? Everybody sit in a plank like this. One of the best things to do is bring your arms out here, right? Because it makes it more, ties your core in. To sit in a plank for 5 minutes makes no sense to me, all right? And you're gonna see that bringing movement into it is gonna make it a lot harder, and that's what you wanna do.